So recently, there's been a lot of spreading of misinformation regarding the Indian gaming system that India has Indian gaming system, online Indian gaming will be there and stuff like that. So let me make this thing clear right now. As a gamer, we know that we play games, we compete in games, and skins, in-game boxes, in-game loots are not the everything. Like it's not everything that you require to win a game. You might play with a default skin and you might win tournaments after tournaments, and that could be your victory. Like, yeah, you have to pay tax for everything, and for things that are growing, like a growing market, people will, like, government will be cautious enough to check in, like, are people taking too much advantage of a loophole that they have created, and they will stand and collect the money and that they want to help in the infrastructure of the country. So let me talk about this misinformation that's going on in the gaming industry itself. So if you go and read any news article, it's just showing that 28% of tax on online gaming. First of all, let me make that clear. Fantasy sports, fantasy betting is not online gaming. It's gambling. No matter how much fancy stuff you want to put on the fancy label you want to put on the stuff, fantasy sports, fantasy gaming, it's not gaming. When you're putting stakes on something that you don't have any control on, it's not gaming, it's gambling. When you put stakes on your own self, your own abilities, your own skills, such as when I'm participating in a Valorant tournament, in a Counter Strike tournament, I'm putting pool money, that is my own hard earned money, on my own talent and own skill. When I'm putting on what Rahul Dravid will perform today or what he will perform in the next six matches, it's not gaming, it's gambling. It's putting a money on chance. That's the best way I can put it. That's the most sophisticated way can I put it. It's easily that we call in Hindi sattabazi. You're just using a legal medium. That doesn't make it gambling less, like, more legal. Gambling is still gambling, whether you're putting it through like 50 rupees or whether you're putting 1 lakh $1 billion. And with the current scenario of whether it's kabaddi, whether it's cricket, whether it's anything, like even fucking weather. People are just putting money on predictions, and then they're thinking that some person wins 25 lakhs, some person wins a scooty. That's one in a fucking billion. India's population is around three of, I think it's currently 4 billion, but I think that last year it was 2.8 or 2.9 billion. So amongst the 2.9 billion people that are living and surviving on this country, one person wins 1 lakh rupees in gambling, or whatever you want to call it today, fantasy sports. That doesn't make it a sustainable source of income. For even if you're earning, like, even if you're saying that averaging it's a 10,000 rupees per month income, it's not a sustainable income in the current scenario that the world is going through. I would say like at least 30,000 is a bare minimum that you need to survive and sustain in the upcoming economic inflation that's coming up. Phones are getting expensive, devices are getting expensive, electronic development is going on, electronic revolution is going on, crypto is coming, things are going crazy and wild, and you need to think for the future. You cannot think for how much you will earn right now, but you have to think for how much you have to earn in the future for you to have a sustainable family, whether you want to stay single, whether you want to build your own family, have kids, multiple kids. You need to think about all of the scenarios when you're doing this. When you're earning 10,000 and you're putting 10 rupees and you're thinking that you're earning 20 bucks, that 10 extra bucks, the profit that you're making, it means nothing. You probably can buy a biscuit out of it, but that's that. If you're putting your whole, like, if you put all your efforts into one place, when that crumbles, or when that starts to dysfunction, when the company sees that they cannot make enough profit for them to sustain and provide this platform for you to gamble, you will be finished. You will be dead. You will have no source of income. You have gambled for last 10 years. You have zero work experience. You have zero skill set. You have zero shit, and you will become a shit itself. That's the end of it. If you're supporting this like cause of like, oh, government is trying to steal away from online gaming, when you're putting money on stuff that you cannot control, it's not gaming. The purpose of gaming was to play a video game, have fun, and to get yourself entertained. If you're a streamer, you're playing the game, you're getting yourself entertained, other people are watching you play, they're getting entertained. That's the purpose of streaming, that's the purpose of gaming. It's to build connections, meet new people, sometimes earn the money if you're participating in tournaments. If you're skilled enough to participate in tournaments, that's a different scenario. But putting money on someone else's skill set is not gaming. It's either you can call it investment if you're knowing the person's skill set, if you're directly investing on that particular person. But when you're using a platform that's profiting out of these billion people that live in India, when it sees that it's not able to make enough profit, when it's not able to hit the bar that it requires, you're screwed. They will pick up their bag of money and they will go out of the throw it out of the window and run away from it with it. What are you going to do after that? You have zero skill set, you're dependent on putting money on other people's skills. What are you going to do after that? Yes, you can say that, oh, the another gambling page can come up. Yeah. How long can you sustain on this gambling addiction? You have to build yourself a career, you have to build yourself a family. You cannot do gambling forever. And sometimes you're going to put a lot of money in it, trusting your luck, and sometimes someday you're going to lose everything you had, and that's shit. So stop supporting this 20% taxation. It's not taxation. You're not paying tax for like playing the game. When you play a game, an actual game, you purchase a game, it's a one time investment, it's gone, you have paid the price, and you play that game forever. You can keep that license key forever and you can play that game as many times as you want without paying the same tax forever. That's a one time tax for actual game that you purchase. For online gaming, you can go, you can buy skins as much as you want. You let's say you go to Valorant or CSGO, you buy a pack, you buy a skin, you pay a tax once, you can play with that skin forever till the date you die or till the day the servers die. That's the extent of it. But when you're like throwing money constantly, that's when the 28% tax will hurt. Otherwise, it won't hurt you that much because if you're purchasing a game, if the government is taking tax on that percentage, that won't affect you that much because that taxation is already, the gaming prices in India is already low. If you go to Steam, like any store, like any game front store, India is the second cheapest place where you can buy video games. If you see the same game price in US, it's at least 10 to 15 times higher. And I can make and prove that in another video. I've already made a video of it, of how the price varies in different Steam stores in my previous videos, but I can make another video about it. It's true. They're not charging you extra taxation on entertainment. That's not the purpose of it. They're charging the companies money on what they are taking from you and investing in the market or whatever they're investing on and giving you back the returns. So you have to just you have the companies will ask you to pay the tax that they are supposed to pay the tax. So it's not government asking you for money, it's the companies that are asking you for money, the tax that they have to pay, and after the winning of the money, you have to pay the TDS after that. So that's on you if you're doing online gambling or whatever you're going to call it, fantasy sports or whatever bullshit that is. I didn't have any trust on this man before also, but I'm going to show you this tweet that he recently posted about this real investment stuff. RIP, real money gaming industry in India. If the government is thinking people will put 100 rupees to play, 70 rupees pot entry, that's 20% gross GST, and if they win 54 rupees after platform fees, they will pay 30% TDS on that, for the which they get a free swimming pool in their living rooms come the first monsoon not happening. It's fun. It was a fun being part of the fantasy gaming industry, which stands moderate now. $10 billion down the drain in this monsoon. First of all, the only thing that's fantasy about is your dream to make every Indian addicted to gambling. And that's quite a dream that you have that will never come true, Ashley Grover. And you think money is everything in life? Yes, money is a very essential part of life. But if you're thinking that it's the purpose of your life, then you're the most degen shit I've ever met in my life. It was very fun being with that bullshit. Time for startup founder to enter politics and be represented on this is going to be a spark industry after industry, spade industry after industry. Okay, okay. The reason why businessmen should not be politicians, you can see Donald Trump right there. You can see that motherfucker getting out of politics after one term of his presidency. You've seen that motherfucker there. That's gonna be your face after that. People are gonna throw apples, whatever the fuck they get in their hands in India, whenever they see you becoming a politician. You have zero merit. You have zero like word of mouth. You got kicked out of a fucking TV show, bro. You have anything to say? You're not getting any podium, bro. So be aware of what you are fed by the WhatsApp or any fucking social media university, and open your brains and read the law perfectly. Okay. Thank you all for watching this video. If you really like this video, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We meet you in the next video. Till then, peace.